Hey, this is ThinkerThunker. This video is called Eerie Haunting Sasquatch Vocalizations from Virginia, posted by some buddies of mine, Rocky Mountain Sasquatch Organization, RMSO. Come give them a subscribe and a like. Let's have a listen. I'm already a minute into this. Here we go. Okay, so we hear two things there. We hear one deep, low howl, and then a very high-pitched reply. It's very distant. There's a lot of noise. I'm going to take this audio, see if I can't clean it up, enhance a little bit, because I found something really interesting about it. Let's go check it out. Okay, so this is the spectral analysis of that audio we just listened to. The orange stuff is the sounds, the most intense sounds. All this black and blue. Have a listen. Just like background noise. All this stuff way up here. So high up in pitch we can't even hear it. This band right here, that is a band of like cricket chirps. Have a listen. And all this stuff way down here. Super low frequency stuff. So what I'm going to do is now spend a little time trying to clean all of this up, and then we'll go from there. Okay, this was about as good as I could get this file. Sometimes recordings are just so rough. There's just so much background noise. The more background noise I try to take out, the more it diminishes the actual vocalizations, the thing I'm trying to save. So you have to find a happy medium. Let's have a listen. That's that low booming vocalization I heard, and here comes the reply. There's some weird stuff going on there. So let's just compare these to a few usual suspects to see what we've got. All right, here is our first comparison, and the main thing you should be looking at are the bright yellow and orange bars. Those are the actual vocalizations themselves. The first two are the RMSO, and the last one, well, we'll just listen to them all. Here we go. Were they a coyote? Not even close. Look at the coyote there. Look at how that vocalization varies in pitch, going all up and down, ends way down. These two things that were sent to RMSO, look at them. Bored straight, zero variation in pitch. I dare say no human, even like trained operatic singer, can't open their mouth, scream a note, and it never vary in pitch whatsoever. I mean, one iota. That is incredible. All right, next comparison, let's give it a try. RMSO. Low. High pitch, and now. Foxes, not even close. The foxes are like the coyote. The pitch modulates up and down, up and down. These things bored straight. Was not a coyote, was not a fox. All right, we've got two new contestants over here on the far right. Now, just use your eyes. You can see that these two aren't bored straight like the RMSO vocalizations. Let's give them a listen, though. Low. RMSO high. And now this guy. Bobcat. Let's listen to those two back to back. Not even close. And this sonic fingerprint is what I call these. The sonic fingerprint of the bobcat is all wrong. I mean, is it bored straight? No, of course not. We see it starts meandering up and goes down and down and down and finally ends much lower in pitch. And now let's listen to this last one. mountain lion. And now let's listen to all three. The high pitch, RMSO. Was not a bobcat, was not a mountain lion. Next contestant, this thing over here on the far right, look at it. Look at the vocalization. It just modulates up and down all over the place. We already know it's not a match, but here, we'll have a quick listen. RMSO low. RMSO high pitch. Wolves, nowhere near a match. And by the way, the RMSO high pitch, we've got one that is right here, and a second one starts chiming in right here. So I've got a little duet happening right there. So was it a wolf making these sounds? Not even close. Another contestant, a lynx cat. Look at it, modulating. The pitch goes all over the place, but still, let's have a quick listen. RMSO low. RMSO high. And listen to this second scream chiming in. Here we go. Was it a lynx? No match. Okay, how about this new one over here on the right? Is it a match? Look, it's kind of flat looking, but look, the higher they are up on this screen here, the higher up in pitch it is. So while the high pitch RMSO is like around 1.5 kilohertz, this thing here on the far right is up around 6,000 kilohertz. But let's have a quick listen. RMSO low, RMSO high. Versus a screech owl. Do we have a match? Not even close. All right, these are the last two vocalizations I could even think of to even begin to try to match RMSO calls. Let's have a listen. RMSO low. RMSO high. Elk bugle. Let's listen to that again. The elk bugle gets up high enough in pitch, but look at its sonic fingerprint. It's just nothing even close to either one of these two over on the left. Now let's give this last one a try. Here. RMSO low. RMSO high, and we'll just go straight across. So that's interesting. Let's get rid of the elk. And now just compare these two. Did you hear on this woman's scream here? Like, look at when she first starts, she immediately goes up in pitch. See if you can hear it. It's not like she tried to go, ah, and then get higher. She just her voice automatically made this little signature right here, this little hook signature. We don't see that on the two RMSO vocalizations. And then her scream kind of started meandering down in pitch, and then we get these weird things right here, where her voice started breaking up. And then look what it does. At the last, it goes way down in pitch on the finish. So have a listen to all of it. So could this have been some humans out there goofing around, playing a hoax? Now listen to both. No way in a million years that this is a human whose voice never modulated up or down, never varied in pitch whatsoever. No way. So, was it a human or was it an elk out there making these vocalizations? Not even close. Okay, so any animal that you might try to come up with, maybe it's a this, maybe it's a that. If we look at their vocalization, their pitch is going to vary some. All right? There is nothing that you can think of that's going to have sonic fingerprints that are just bored straight like these two things. There is nothing out there. That means that there is some large unknown species out there making this bizarre vocalization. Now I want to show you a few I've collected over the years that match these two. Look at them all. Now we've got some matches. Look at all of them, bored straight. So what I'm going to do, we're going to end up, or we're going to close up on this, and I'm going to just start on the left, and we're going to go all the way across. So whatever it was that these guys recorded and sent into RMSO, we now know it does not match any known species. And that makes this an incredible recording just based on that. What we learned from this, well, they can have low booming vocalizations that probably travel great distances, probably a large adult, possibly a male, and they can then vary way up higher in pitch, possibly smaller females or even young. Who knows? But it's pretty amazing to think of whatever these are out there communicating across the valley, and there just happen to be some humans that caught it. And that's pretty incredible. You know they know or knew that humans were there or were around, and they don't seem to mind that we hear them. But recording them on video camera, making these vocalizations, that's impossible. That is something we have never, ever seen. And that implies that whatever made those vocalizations, they are incredibly intelligent. So smart that they find us, we don't find them. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this interesting. Special thanks, as always, to my patrons and my YouTube members. Their generosity, chipping in $1 a month, makes all my research and making all these videos possible. Thanks, everybody. Take care.